Don't be controlled by your sexual desires. Use this powerful, transformative, magnificent energy, this abundant energy, into the life of your dreams. You can use your sexual energy to manifest your purpose. And most of us, we live in the lower chakras. We have 7 chakras. We got the root chakra, we got the sacral chakra, we got the solar plex, we got the heart chakra, we got the throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. Now there are actually more chakras, but these are the 7 main chakras. And these particular chakras, the top half, the heart and above, are the more spiritual 5D chakras. The lower chakras, solar plex, sacral, and the root chakra, are more 3D world chakras. A lot of us are stuck in the lower chakras. And in order to manifest your purpose in life, you must get past the solar plex. You must get into the heart space. You must get into the throat space, the third eye space, and the crown space to truly manifest your life's desires, to truly manifest your purpose and live a life of fulfillment and happiness. We can take one look at our external reality and see that the media, TV, people use sexuality to grab attention, to influence, and much more. We have crazy amounts of websites on pornography. And why is this? Why is the agenda to focus on man or woman's sexuality and taking their power? Why? Because it's a very powerful energy. It's very sacred. In fact, right now I'm actually working together with Mayara Aziz. She's a very powerful quantum healer. She's the founder of Sacred Sexuality 101 and Mayara Healing Arts. She helps people find their divine purpose in life. She helps people align their sexuality in a way where they're flourishing in life, flourishing with abundance, with their own personal confidence, with their intent, their focus on life. And this doesn't happen by accident. We have to realize that most of what we're learning from our society and our world is that sex is just something that, you just do for pleasure, and sex is just something that you do to have children. But it's actually much more than that. Our sexual energy is very potent. And like I said earlier, most of us are living in the lower chakras. So the root chakra is the chakra that deals with the foundation of life. It deals with the 3D, it deals with your home, it deals kind of with your money as well. It deals with the basics of life. And a lot of us are stuck in this particular chakra. The next chakra up from that is the sacral chakra, which deals with the family dynamic. It deals with your sexual energy. And again, a lot of people are stuck in this particular area. And I would even go as far to say that a lot of people are stuck on these 2 particular chakras from the wrong perspective. You see, you could either be a slave to the material world, a slave to money, a slave to sex, a slave to pornography, a slave to masturbation, a slave to all of these things. Or you can be someone that's not controlled by their sexual desires. It's not controlled by money, but they're living more in their heart space, living in the heart and living life more abundantly rather than from a place of lack. The next chakra up from that is the solar plex chakra. And again, we can see in our society that this has been approached in the wrong way. This chakra deals with confidence and personal power and confidence. And so a lot of people have an ego-based type confidence, and the opposite to that is a spiritual-based confidence. And so we approach these particular chakras in the wrong way. So it's important for us to go up from root to crown and really get connected in with source so that we can really truly manifest fulfillment, manifest our desires, have more purpose in life, and really create the life that we're really dreaming about and really wanting. So I want to share with you 3 ways in how we're being manipulated and how to shift that so that you can ascend and get into the higher planes of thinking, the higher planes of consciousness, and really manifest your purpose and really live that life that you really want to live. And so the first thing I want to share with you is a lot of people are dominated by their sexual energy and they're not masterful over it. And they're so focused on the opposite sex, same sex, whatever your sex preference is, they're so focused on it that nothing else actually matters in life. And I would say it's more important to find your purpose first and then find a relationship after. It's so much better when 2 people are in a relationship and they have a purpose, they have a focus, they have their own hobbies, they have the things that they're doing, they have their own individuality. When we don't have that purpose, when we don't have that focus, is really detrimental to the relationship, because then you're leaning on each other for happiness. And when you have your own happiness, you have your own fulfillment, it really creates a really powerful dynamic in a relationship. So I just want to be clear, there's no right or wrong. I feel like some people, the purpose is actually to build a family and, focus on their relationship and building that bond and having that love. However, at the same time, I think there's a lot of people, especially in the spiritual community, that want to grow and they want more out of life. They want more fulfillment. So for some people, their sexual energy is more dominant over what they really want out of life. It's like they can't even hold the vision long enough, the motivation long enough before they have to meet someone, and then it gets all messed up. I've seen this over and over and over again. People are focused on their purpose, they're focused on what they really want, then someone comes along, they get in a relationship, and then they lose their focus. Their sexual energy is dominant over their purpose. Their sexual energy is dominant over what they really want. Now, the feelings in a relationship is really powerful as well, and so it can distract. It can pull you away from focusing on what you want. And so that's why it's important to find someone that complements your life rather than take away from your life. It's important to be with someone that has that purpose, has that focus themselves, and so they understand that this is what you're focused on, this is what you're creating, and they can support you and help you and facilitating and making that happen in your life. So we want to move away from being a slave to our sexual energy and just instinctively following our animalistic side, and moving more into higher levels of consciousness where we are moving forward in the direction of raising the vibration of the planet, healing the world, focusing on what you really want, whether that's starting your own business, living your dream life. Because when you're there, you've broken free from the chains of what's been holding you back all along. Number two here is that when you're in your sexual energy too much, you're stuck in the 3D. You're stuck in 3D level of spirituality. And to move into 5D levels of spirituality, you must get into the heart space. You must realize that there are other chakras. There's more to life than our sexual energy. And so it really limits our level of consciousness, our level of thinking, when we're so focused on sex and our sexual energy and our sexual pleasures. Pleasure actually leads to poverty. If you really look at it and you look at drugs, alcohol, smoking, partying, all of this stuff doesn't necessarily lead to a successful life. You see how that works? And these are pleasurable things. They release a lot of dopamine. Even with sex, it releases a lot of dopamine. And so many people are focused on the pleasure of it. But that doesn't create success, doesn't create fulfillment, doesn't create progress in your life. And so life has given us all this stuff like drugs and alcohol and sex and porn and blah, blah, blah. And so we are not empowered, and we're getting disempowered over and over and over again, and not really living that life that we really want to live. And the third thing I wanted to share with you is that a lot of people become codependent on other people, codependent in relationships, and there's lack of knowing themselves, lack of independence. And this lack of independence creates a dynamic where they feel unfulfilled and they're always feeling like they need to be in a relationship. Or perhaps you've been in a toxic relationship in the past, an abusive relationship in the past, and your focus is around getting love and feeling significance and feeling validation. And this constant chase for relationships, this constant chase for sexual energy, which is a part of a relationship, is detrimental to your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, and much more. And so it's important for us to take time out for ourselves and really cultivate our sexual energy and really focus on feeling grounded and feeling centered and feeling confident and channeling all of our energy, all of our sexual energy into our purpose, into something that's more meaningful, so that you can feel fulfilled on the inside and you're not requiring or needing a relationship. You're not requiring or needing someone else to make you be happy. You're happy alone and you have a purpose, you have a focus. And now you attract someone who's like-minded and resonates with that particular frequency. So codependency can be very detrimental and is very challenging to deal with. I've personally been through it myself, but through going and doing semen retention and going celibate for 1 year and practicing taking care of myself and focus on myself and focusing on my purpose, it's dramatically changed my entire energy and the way that I approach relationships, think about relationships, and much more. So Mayara is actually launching a new course here. It's called Sacred Sexuality, and she's going to teach you how to turn your sexual energy into your most powerful ally, live a fulfilled life, and spiritually ascend to new exciting heights. And she basically takes you through the process of going from your root to crown and really transforming your life in really powerful ways, finding that purpose, finding fulfillment, finding that joy, and really focusing on yourself and loving yourself and feeling that level of inspiration that you're really looking for, that you're really seeking, that level of ecstasy and power, so that you can really take your life to the next level. So there'll be a link in the description where you can go check out this course. It'll be launching very soon. So make sure you click that link because she will be closing the doors very soon, and she'll teach you more about sexual energy and how to master yourself so you can master your life. Click this video here to see how I'm manifesting more into my life using the power of sexual energy. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.